The Takomo irons.
Takomo golf.
Takomo irons?
Takomo.
Takomos.
Of Takomo shop.
Takomo.
Takomo.
Takomo Golf has taken over YouTube. If you've been on golf YouTube at all in the last year or so, I'm sure you've heard the name Takomo Golf. They seem to be attached to every influencer, every video, and are taking a unique strategy that few emerging golf brands have attempted. Let's examine how Takomo Golf has positioned itself as a legitimate competitor to the more established brands in the golf industry. Meet Sebastian Haapahovi, a Finnish man who founded Takomo Golf as a golf equipment brand in 2020. Without going too deep into his history, it is clear that Sebastian has been a successful entrepreneur, co-founding at least two other companies, Clopal in the software and business design space, and Ludibrium, a small game development company. These experiences placed him in a unique position, equipping him with the business knowledge and acumen to establish a golf equipment company with an opportunity for success. As a golfer himself, Haapahovi learned that many major manufacturers inflate their golf club prices for reasons that don't benefit the consumer. A large sum of money goes to professional athlete deals, big marketing budgets, and contracts with brick-and-mortar golf retailers. Sean McCullum, Takomo's head of PR and community relations, speaking of Haapahovi, stated, "The more research he did, he realized that the unit cost of these irons is significantly less than what they're being sold at. Our mission is not to be a niche direct-to-consumer, 1 out of 20 people game it brand. We're gunning to be one of the larger groups here. We can get golfers to understand that they've been overpaying for golf products for the last 15 years, and that golf doesn't have to be that expensive or inaccessible of a sport." In order to get a seat at the table with the big boys, they are trying some new tactics that haven't been explored by emerging golf businesses. One of these new tactics is to focus on social media as its main marketing source. The company has found a huge boost from reviews/views on YouTube, ranging from the godfather of YouTube golf, Rick Shields, to the emerging OK group, including Taco Golf, Sam Hyung Min, and Toons Golf. The support and promotion of golf YouTubers has significantly propelled Takomo Golf into the spotlight, reaching millions of viewers. Current Takomo Golf sponsored influencers include Eric Anders Lang from Random Golf Club, Luke Kwan, Claire Hogel, Busta Jack, and many more. Additionally, they've sponsored the Bryan Bros, which includes George Bryan, an aspiring professional golfer, and his brother Wesley Bryan, who is the first and only professional golfer to use Takomo irons on the PGA Tour during the 2023 Fortinet Championship. A new addition during the editing of this video brings Grant Horvat into the fold. It seems he has gained an ownership stake in Takomo, with the Bryan Bros announcing the same shortly after. This is a huge deal and has massive ramifications for YouTube golf, which we will not get into today. Takomo has provided on the promise of cheaper clubs. Their driver is $359, woods being $259 each, wedges under $100 each, their most expensive iron set being $649, while their most inexpensive set is $489. This is in stark contrast to most mainstream golf brands, who sell drivers that are over $500 and irons easily cresting $1,000. As YouTubers keep engaging a generally younger audience with less money to spend, there is a lot of opportunity for them to invest in Takomo irons rather than other expensive brands. Let's take a look at the numbers for Wesley Bryan since he switched to the Takomo irons on tour. This should obviously be taken with a grain of salt, as many factors contribute to the success of a golfer. However, as this is the only professional golfer that plays with Takomo irons, it is worth taking a peek on how it has affected his game. Wesley finished the 2024 PGA Tour season with an impressive top 10 in proximity to the hole rankings, moving up 17 spots from his 2023 campaign using Callaway Apex irons. Wesley's iron statistics show that his long irons have dramatically improved since making the switch to Takomo. However, his mid-irons from 100 to 175 yards have taken a dip. Again, it's hard to say what exactly has caused these changes, but clearly he hasn't regressed much, if at all, due to his iron play. This is not to say there are no difficulties or challenges for Takomo Golf in their future. The main issue is to appeal to the golf audience as a whole. If you took a poll of all golf fans, it would be apparent that many have never heard of Takomo at all. This same audience that has never heard of Takomo are most likely used to going to a big brand store and trying out whatever clubs are there before they make any purchases. At this point, that isn't possible at Takomo, since I haven't signed these contracts with big stores. Golf purchasing is headed towards the purely digital direction, but it can be unnerving to invest in clubs that you have never swung before. Hapahovi has said that Takomo is exploring ideas that could put the company in partnership with some local independent club fitters. However, only time will tell if this is something they will pursue. Takomo is banking on their social media sponsorships and reputation to start spreading the good word of their clubs and brand. It is uncertain if they will try to sponsor big-name tour pros or not, but their current strategy seems to be working as they take the golf world by storm. I personally have went from not knowing they exist in the last year to seriously considering them as my next set of irons. Would you consider purchasing these irons as your next set? If not, what needs to change to get you to that point?